Okay, so I have decided to do 90 days of content, 3 months. It's actually like a goal that seems easy maybe for me because I'm always on Instagram, but it's actually like really difficult. And the constraint that I'm putting myself under, because I think constraints are, my friend Michaela told me this and it never left me, is like constraints are everything. How did she even say it? I'm gonna botch it, Nick, but something how constraints bring out the most amount of creativity in us, and I like fully agree. The more constraints around you, the more resourceful you have to be, the more outside the box you have to think, the more you have to put yourself out there, all the things. So constraints are really good. So for my 90-day content challenge, I'm really gonna give the goal of this content challenge is to stay consistent to something. 2 is to play. So I'm gonna hop on Instagram TV, I'm gonna hop on YouTube, I'm gonna hop on Facebook, I'm gonna hop on a blog. I'm just gonna play and kind of put my content everywhere, and content strategists out there might be like, no, Max. But if my objective is to play with these tools that I think I wanna learn more about, and that will serve me, then yes. So that's my first goal. My first goal is to be consistent. My second goal is to play with all the tools and the different mediums. My third goal is to do it straight away first thing in the morning, so that then I have to get up and get ready, which always makes me feel better for the day. And to get real. You know, I want to share my thoughts about the world. I want to share my invitations for you guys if you want to join, or connect with me in some way. I want to talk about the future of work and the future of education and the future of the economy and how it's transitioning and this new decade and the constraints that we're under collectively. I want to talk about my fuck ups. I want to talk about my startup and my dream for my startup and my mission for my startup, and how I'm so relentlessly obsessed with my mission that I can't focus on anything else. And sometimes that means that I have become like a subpar friend and a subpar sibling and daughter, and haven't been able to like put as much energy into the connections that feed me. I still maintain them, but like a lot of my energy is going towards this mission right now, which is to feed the aggregate, right? Because, well, my mission is to make the world's brains more creatively available, accessible, and useful to society. And I basically want to, create the Airbnb, but for conversations, right? I just want people to talk more. I want people to be able to meet people that wouldn't come across their path and have like an intense conversation about life, or just to share each other's stories with no intention other than to connect. Okay, that is the value. This person doesn't need to leave you with anything or pass off notes. The value of this platform that I'm creating is knowing that that person exists and knowing that person's perspective and energetically feeling them out, and for a minute living in their story and reflecting on yours, because we always reflect on our own stories when we hear others. So I'm going to talk a lot about that because I can't stop thinking about it. What else am I going to talk about? I'm just going to... the news, what's going on in the world, right? What I'm reading, it's going to be different than what you're reading. So I'm going to share the lows, the highs. I'm just going to let myself go. I'm not going to psych it up. Again, like I said, my goal is to be consistent, to play with all the different platforms, to share my thoughts and feelings about the future and the tool that I'm building and my mission and what it's like to be a startup founder and all the feels. And what's going on in the world and what I think is important, those things. And it'd be so interesting actually to hear all your guys' versions of this, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to try my best. I've got a little calendar on my window to keep me accountable, and I have no idea what's going to come out, but it'll be 90 days worth, and I'm excited to see all of the when you do something, all of the compounding benefits and interactions that come as a result of that decision, right? So yeah, excited to get to know you guys and to share more of myself with you these next 90 days.